Good morning. I walked into the kitchen this morning and saw these flowers and remembered that I had these beautiful flowers on my kitchen table, and it immediately brightened my day. Plus, the vase that these flowers are in, a really close friend of mine gave it to me before I moved into this house that I live in now, and she didn't even know that my kitchen was pink. And I don't know if you can really tell on video, but this color of pink matches perfectly with my kitchen. Perfect, without even meaning for it to be perfect. Anyway, I walked in here this morning and I saw these flowers and they brightened my day, and my day has been like so good ever since. We went outside, the sun is out, it's a bit windy, but the sun is out, the birds were out and about. It's been the most loveliest morning. But welcome, nice to meet you. My name is Matilda, I'm 24 years old, and you may have already come across some of my videos like years and years ago on this channel, because I did used to make videos on this channel. I've had a couple of other channels as well, but I've come back to this one. It's confusing. My brain is confusing, and most of the times I can't keep up. So apologies. I am so excited though, and I'm sure we'll get to know each other over the next couple of videos. And yeah, there's just so much to say, so much to share. But today is going to be a chill day. I don't have a lot of plans, which is great. I have a good feeling about today. I think it's going to be an awesome day. It started off really well because of the flowers, because of the birds outside. I'm just so happy. So I think it's going to continue in this direction. But yeah, it's lovely to be here. It's lovely to meet you. And I am sure that we'll get to know each other as we chat, because there's going to be lots of chats. I just finished making two coin pouches, one for my mum and one for my sister, and I'm feeling proud. I'm feeling very proud of how they turned out. I've made coin pouches before. I made one for myself and then two for my friends, like for two friends. But I really wanted to make one for my mum and my sister as well, and I experimented, not really, but like I got different colored zippers for these ones, whereas the ones that I've made before just had the normal white ones, and I actually think they look really nice. The one from my mum is like flower patterned with a greenish zipper, whereas my sister, she's like a pink girl, so I made her a pink one with a very light pink zipper, which I think I really like. I really like how they turned out. Hello, hello. Sil and I are at work this morning, obviously. We do get to work from home, so he's kind of like my assistant. He just sits there and looks pretty. I have been working this morning, but it's now lunchtime, so I'm about to take my lunch break. And I think the hobby for today is going to be either colouring in or reading. I feel like every single lunch break I have like to brainstorm what I want to do because I don't want to feel like I'm wasting it. Since I do work from home most of the time, I usually go for a walk on my lunch break just to get my steps in. But we did go for a walk this morning, and this afternoon I have my second job. So much to share with you guys. I feel like I don't even know where to start. I work two jobs. I work a full-time job and then a part-time job, but the part-time job is at my partner's company, so it doesn't really feel like a real job, if that makes sense, and I get to spend time with him, which is great. So this afternoon I have my second job, and on my second job I'm a lot more on my feet compared to now, which I just work from home and sit down all day. So I'm not too worried about my steps today, so I think instead I'm going to be reading or colouring in whilst I maybe watch a YouTube video or something like that. It's decided. My lunchtime activity is going to be reading, and I've got my Kindle. I got this Kindle, well, I got my first ever Kindle, this Kindle, in February of this year, and it completely changed my reading game. I'm so into reading right now. I've been reading nonstop since February, and it's been amazing. I do like the physical feel of books, and I do have some books that I read physically and I borrow them from the library, but I really have been loving the Kindle. And it's so easy to carry, and I have Kindle Unlimited, so it's like so many options of books and I can just read. When I told some of my co-workers that I got a Kindle, they were like, oh my gosh, you should join our book club. And I was like, say less, I will be there. And they have a romantasy book club, so they read a fantasy romance, and I didn't know how I was going to go with that because prior to this book club, I had never ever read fantasy before, unless, is the Hunger Games fantasy? But yeah, I had never read fantasy before, and I joined this book club, and they were talking about Akata and how I should read the series because it's a really great fantasy series to read and to sort of start with. And I'm on book two, and I'm really, really loving it. So my lunchtime read is going to be A Court of Mist and Fury. I think it's the second book of the Akata series, and I'm on chapter 41. I've just finished work for the day, and I have a little bit of a gap before I start my second job this afternoon, and I'm going to make myself a pick-me-up drink, which is this chocolate chai drink. A friend of mine gave this to me as one of her gifts for Christmas, and it is so yum. It's my favorite thing as like a little treat. I love it. And usually it's my tradition when I have the two jobs back to back, because it's like, okay, like here's a little pick-me-up. One of my co-workers gave me this mug a day where something had happened in my personal life, and she showed up with this the next day, and she was like, you bring me so much joy every single day, don't let this get you down, you can get through it. And every time I drink out of this mug, which is all the time, I just get so happy. Earlier this afternoon, I placed a click and collect order at Spotlight, which we are picking up tomorrow because I'm making some baskets for two of my friends and my boyfriend's mum. So tomorrow's going to be a good day. For now, I'm going to be drinking this and get ready for work. Good morning. It has been a good morning indeed. I had some luck on Facebook Marketplace, and my boyfriend has just left and returned with something. I'm so excited to show you. This is what I found on Marketplace. I am beyond excited. It's a little sewing table. I'll put my sewing machine at the top there and have my little supplies in the little drawers on the side. And then this panel actually flips up for extra space. Very quick house update. This is what the office is looking like now. It's all very cramped in here. We're doing some decorating and adjusting of where we have everything in the house, and today we're picking up a couch for the spare room. So I've temporarily moved this love chair in the office because we are trying to sell it, but in the meantime, we'll start getting on with the new decor for the spare room, if that makes sense. But behind me in this closet is where I keep all of my crafting supplies, my sewing machine, my fabric and stuff. I don't have a lot, so it all fits in there quite nicely, but I thought that I could put the little sewing machine table with the wheels in there and then wheel it out when I have little projects that I'm working on. This is what it looks like at the moment. My sewing machine is in its box down there, and then I've got the fabrics and a couple of other bits, but it's looking quite messy. I've just set the table for lunch because mum is coming over today, which is so exciting. I say that like we don't literally see each other every single day because we go to the gym together every single day. So I see her every single day. She comes over every single day, but it's different when she comes over for like lunch or dinner. It feels like so exciting. Anyways, I wanted to share what I'm currently working on. My current project is making 2 baskets. Actually, I'm going to be making 4 in total, but I'm starting off with 2 to see if I can do it and if it works because again, very new at getting back into sewing. So I've cut off all of my fabrics, like my lining and my outer fabric, and then the little handles for the baskets. And this afternoon I will keep going with them and hopefully finish them by this evening. We'll see how we go. I think I forgot to mention, these are meant to be Easter baskets. I'm very late. Easter is gone, but I haven't seen my friend since Easter, and over Easter we went away. We had a wedding which was amazing, but we didn't do Easter celebrations. So I'm starting off with my trial 2 baskets for 2 of my friends because I'm seeing them for dinner next week, so I do have a little bit of time, and if they don't work, I mess them up, or they turn out really bad, I have time to remake them, reattempt. But yeah, I'll just fill them in with Easter chocolate that I got way back when it was Easter, and then maybe a couple of other goodies. I'll see how we go. We'll see. I just finished the first basket, 1 out of 2, and I am just so proud. I can't believe I actually was able to do it, to be honest. There are definitely so many imperfections, but I am so proud of it. When I first watched the tutorial, I was like, it's doable, but will I actually be able to do it? But the tutorial was just amazing. She explained everything so perfectly. I'll link it down below if you guys are interested. And I'm feeling so proud. I definitely could have taken more time in ironing the like borders, because like I don't know if you guys can see, but there's parts of the basket where you can see the lining. Like I didn't iron it properly, but that's okay. I'm really happy with this. Now it's time to do the second one, but I am feeling a lot more confident going into the second. The joys of turning your work inside out. The hole that I left is like slightly too small and it's not easy to turn it inside out, but I will get there at some point tonight. We are getting somewhere. I'm nearly there. Yay! I have to iron it now and then have to like do a last little bit of sewing around the edge of the top, but we did it! Are you guys ready? I'm so happy. They're gonna have some chocolate each, and then I'll show you guys what I'll end up putting in them because I'm not too sure yet, and it's definitely a problem for another day because I am hungry and my boyfriend's on the way home with our orange couch. That's for the spare room, which I'll show you guys in some other vlog. There's just so much to share, so much to show. There's not enough time in this world. I think I might end the vlog here. It was a lovely to spend time with you. I'm so happy it's been such a lovely couple of days, and I'm so glad that I have gotten to share them with you. Thank you for spending time with me. If you have any questions about who I am, what I do, anything at all, let me know, and I will see you very shortly.